What is good, YouTube? It is your boy Keith Ballin, man. I am back, and the MVP race was decided. The NFL MVP award goes to Josh Allen in a stunning defeat over Lamar Jackson. And this was pretty much the debate the entire season, the entire year. Everybody knew one of these two guys was going to get the MVP award. Now, I thought it should have went to Lamar Jackson, in my opinion. I mean, when you look at the numbers, and let's take a brief look at some of the numbers real quick. Josh Allen, he had 3,700 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, 6 picks, 531 rushing yards, and 12 rushing touchdowns. Lamar Jackson, he had 4,100 passing yards, 41 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, and 915 rushing yards. Only had 4 rushing touchdowns, though. And that is pretty much the only category that Josh Allen beat Lamar Jackson in. So for Lamar Jackson to be first team All Pro and not win the MVP award is crazy. How can that be possible? So, yes, it is a little bit shocking, in my opinion, that Lamar Jackson didn't get this award. Now, there's plenty of reasons as to why. I think he didn't get this award. One could be voters' fatigue. That always comes into play when you got a guy winning 2, trying to win his 3rd. A lot of times these voters, they're not trying to see you win 3 MVPs, man, especially all in a short time frame. They just feel like giving it to somebody else. Now, that's not to say that Josh didn't have an argument. I thought Josh Allen did have an argument. Some of his strongest argument to me is the fact that he did have less weapons around him than Lamar, in my opinion. I believe his team wasn't as talented as Lamar Jackson's team was. I mean, they both had good teams, don't get me wrong. They wouldn't have been as successful as they were if they didn't have good teams. But I think Lamar Jackson just having Derrick Henry, that's damn near a cheat code. So I think Josh Allen did do a lot with a little bit of less talent. But the reason why I still would have gave it to Lamar is because even with that talent, he showed out 41 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. Bro was playing at an extremely high level. He damn near was playing at a higher level than his previous MVP seasons. In fact, I think he was. First team All Pro, doesn't get the MVP, man. This is crazy. This is going to reshape both of these guys' resumes. Obviously, Lamar having as good of a season as he had, not capturing the MVP, is going to sting. It's going to hurt. You know, this guy could have been a 3-time MVP, which puts him in a totally other category in the upper echelon of quarterbacks, in my opinion, if he was to win 3. But Josh Allen getting his first. And like I said, he is deserving. You know, he did beat Lamar Jackson head to head in the playoffs, in the matchup that would determine who would go see Patrick Mahomes. And Josh Allen, I thought Josh Allen made a lot of improvements on his game this season. I thought he was less wild with the throws. Thought he didn't get a lot of crazy turnovers like we used to him doing. Played a little more conservative, played a lot smarter. And so Josh was worthy as well. But like I said, I thought Lamar Jackson had the better season when you look at him straight up, head to head. So, you know, am I mad Josh got it? No. No, I mean, it's fine. I mean, he is a deserving candidate, but I just am pre-annoyed with all the talk around this because I know it's going to come down to some sort of racial issue. And, they didn't want to give it to Lamar because of the color of his skin. They gave it to Josh because of the color of his skin. I just know how the media works. I know what gets attention on social media, this whole racial thing. And just people pay a lot of attention to this stuff. And it does matter at times. But in this particular case, I can't really say that, man. I can't say they gave it to Josh just because he's white. The brother actually did ball out. I'm not going to sit up here and act like he didn't have a good year. And he beat Lamar head to head. And I'm telling you, I would have gave it to Lamar. Lamar is my choice for the MVP. But I'm still saying on the other end, Josh was deserving as well. Less deserving in my opinion, but I still understand how he could have won it. Like I told you guys, he did more with less. He played very well this season. Bills looked good all year. They even beat the Detroit Lions team who had barely lost any games this season. So Josh, his pretty much his only kryptonite is Patrick Mahomes. If Pat isn't in his way, he's probably in the Super Bowl. So, that's the only thing with these MVP discussions. A lot of times when we say who we're rolling with and our choice for MVP, it means we downplay the other. And I'm not trying to do that. My pick was Lamar, but I'm going to still give Josh his credit. So, even if your pick was Josh, you don't got to sit up here and pick apart every single thing Lamar did wrong. Both guys was deserving, flat out. And so, please, guys, don't get on here on social media and, oh, this is a race thing and it's a conspiracy. That's the number one thing you guys are always saying. It's some sort of deep conspiracy or some sort of race issue involved. Sometimes that shit just get old, man. Two great football players. The guy a lot of people thought should have won, didn't win it. Let's move the hell on. Both guys had great seasons. Only one guy could have won it. There was going to be outrage had Lamar won it and Josh didn't. So now we find ourselves in a situation where they gave it to Josh, Lamar didn't win it. That's how the cookie crumbles. Only one guy can win it. So, let's just be a little more realistic with our analysis of this situation. Doesn't have to be a conspiracy. Doesn't have to be racist. Congrats to Josh Allen. I thought Lamar had the better season in my opinion, but I can't even argue because you lost to the man in the biggest game. And I understand it's a regular season award, but I think people still look at that. So you lost to the man in the biggest game. And Josh was working with less and did just as much, if not more, by taking his team further than you. But that's all I got on it, man. I want to get you guys' opinion on the NFL MVP award, man. Who was your NFL MVP of this season? Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson? Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody that is checking out the videos, man. And hey, I'm out of here. Peace.